Plenty tosses it back into play for Bimni Minor. Former considered a corner here. Kaizer Chiefs in the league this season been pretty decent from set pieces. From that particular source of the 16 teams in the top flight. Shabalala is trying to put it right on top of the goalkeeper. It does get gloves on it.
I also feel like in that ball instance, I think Mpak was in a way that it's the time and space that could actually handle the ball, and this is the foul that was called on. My shot is showing his start up.
It's already been fouled countless times. And again, it's the same perpetrator. just fouled Malope. Malope fouled him back, with those two having been in their own 18-yard area. Some neat passes to get themselves free.
How did he come out of
Yeah. There's Musadi. Oh, that touch has worked out brilliantly well, and then Musadi has absolutely ballooned that.
Zani again in that midfield continues to be very instrumental. It made it very difficult for Musadi to be able to connect with that. But again, Zani continues with that combination of his and Musadi.
10 minutes to go until the interval. What are the action areas telling you at this point? You see a lot of the play concentrated. Derived from
Yeah, and it's because of Kaizer Chiefs that they found themselves having so much time in their own half building up, because Casric doesn't put any midfield where you expect the Kaizer Chiefs to be able to at least have more numbers dominating there. But Casric as well, they're fighting their own battle. Kaizer Chiefs are not really into the game, but also they do have a scoreline that actually helps them.
A challenge a little too robust from Duduzi Shabalala. Turned 19 at the beginning of this year. Let's go. Paku. Slanty with the header clear. Sitebe is relinquished possession. It's with Malope. Bubaka. Sakubong. Fullback continues to advance, squaring up with Kunika. Sakubong's ball in, well dealt with by Gezana. Mahlatsi stolen in to nick it away from Malope. Malope got himself on the ball and then promptly had it stolen by Sitebe.
There hasn't been much of Shabalala into the game today. I think because of...
Well, here he comes. Shabalala brought down as he was intent on bearing down on goal.
I think with this ball, I think it's the only time in this half where he found himself very free, being able to look at the goalpost that he's attacking. Good steal there from him, good play there from Caleb. Those touches as well. Whenever he's on speed, it's a very dangerous player, very difficult player to stop.
So Sihle Gum will be the second recipient of a yellow card. It's a big loss for Casric Stars in terms of their next outing, which comes against Polokwane City, currently the leaders in the Motsepe Foundation, ahead of third place Casric Stars. The definition of a six-pointer will be played on Wednesday this coming week. They will have to install a new centre-half partnership for that match. So it is Keegan Dolly to deliver. foul on the edge of the area from the captain.
Paku, we spoke about that earlier incident where it was a corner kick where he had so much time and space where he could handle the ball. But look at the bravery that he had on this one. You know, a beautiful ball being played in just in between him and the rushing players. That's bravery there from Paku.
Just catches his own player, Zebulon Sweni, a 26-year-old who is actually the only Casric Stars player this season that has played every single minute, both the league and cup games. And he's still down, former Platinum City Rovers man. This will be a big loss.
Yeah,
huge loss.
Of course. And we used to be told that when the goalkeeper shouts, keeper's ball, you need to move. And as goalkeepers as well, you get to be told often that whenever you attack the ball, you must attack it with so much aggression. Even if it means at times you need to bump into one of your players to be able to command that area as well. It's just that unfortunate that Twin is the one that actually on the receiving end. And like you said, Grant, if they had to lose him under a pressured game like this, that will be a huge blow.
And it's not just for today, it's for 3 days' time. Well, 2 days of recovery, and then they face Bulugwane City, a side that they have already been defeated by this season. City beat them 3-1 in the first 3 months of the season. They would love to join them on 46 points come the end of Wednesday's match. They might be without their first choice centre-half pairing. Wait and see what unfolds here. It does seem as though he will be okay to continue, mercifully. Five minutes to go until the interval. Kaizer Chiefs have the advantage. Did come into this game on the back of successive DStv Premiership victories for the first time since last year, as Keegan Dolly has found Shabalala. Shabalala has the pace! Doesn't have the beating of Mpaku though.
Clever play there from Shabalala. Realizing that there is space for him. Didn't have to do much, just put the ball in the space and use his speed to be able to create something out of that. Paku there, great save.
Scored his second goal of the season not so long ago, 3 games back in that Golden Arrows last month. Pencil's ball is cut out by Spusiso Malazi. Oh, Malazi, on loan Kaizer Chiefs Academy products, went gliding forward. Peterson stretching to prevent the corner. Spusiso Malazi, an absolute powerhouse in the reserve league for Amakot.
I think Kaizer will feel like they're still in the game. They still create chances. They look like if they get things right, especially in Kaizer Chiefs half, they might get back into the game and try to equalize.
So they do have this as a weapon, the long throw from 20. And you can see why it is such a weapon. They've scored from it this season in the Whatever Foundation Championship.
You can see also the towel that is specifically put there on the side for him to be able to do this.
Yeah. Look at the distance he's getting. Consider the angle as well. If he has a throw in a little closer, get it even further towards the back post. Kaizer Chiefs had done their homework though. Artazwane very aware of that threat as Shabalala goes tumbling down. There won't be a yellow card. He's already forced Sitle Gum into a challenge that earned him a yellow. And I'm kind of surprised that Malope hasn't been booked yet. He's made a few successful tackles, but he's also brought down Mahlatsi on several occasions already.
Yeah, he's been naughty in a couple of situations as well, and you can see also So that was an opportunity for Chiefs to be in transition to continue with that, and he stopped that with the foul. And I've seen those at many a time the referee been giving a yellow card for that.
Well, could so easily have been 2-0 Chiefs, Teko.
Yeah, it could have been easily that. But you look at the space that he saw. Just put the ball there, use his speed. And you can see as well that as much as he's running towards the ball, he's looking at the goalkeeper's charges as well. But great save there from Paku, making himself big.
And he now stands over this corner. Little flick. Will make its way through to Quinika. Not the best clearance. Mahlatsi. Quinika in so much space. An opportunity to measure the ball in. And they can't beat the first man in the form of Abubakar. Mahlatsi retrieved it, but illegally. It's also very close to getting a booking.
You know how the game is. You want to compete. You've been getting kicks as well. You see you want to get some back. And also there's a clever foul for him. You can see that Musadi was on the verge of breaking 1v1 situation at the back. So this is clever. Take one for the team. Just cause that foul there. Just in and around the edge of the center line.
Ghana speaks feet Quinika now. Mahlatsi. Quinika winning it back for Kaizer Chiefs. Another extravagant pass from Gezana.
He's enjoying himself.
Shabalala puts his head down. There's Sitebe attempting to stab it through for Shabalala, who made just a straight offside. The pass came late.
Now he could have played it for one touch. Tebe could have played it because you can see that Shabalala's playing. Tebe rather could have just used one touch there to play Shabalala on.
Abubakar turning away from Dolly. Zwane. Super Zwane again. Manope to Takobong. Picked up by Milad. And the cross hung up. This is Pickle. Located Dodi with his throw out. Shabalala underhit the pass that was intended for Bimnyimana and latched back onto it. Now Mahlatsi. Bimnyimana has won it fairly. It's all happening. The first half of this Nedbank Cup, last 16 in the books. It's Kaizer Chiefs, the DSTV Premiership outfit, up against First Division Casric Stars, still in this game. courtesy of Caleb Bimnimane's first strike of 2023. That's 8 goals for him for the season. 7 having come in the league, and he's off the mark in the Nedbank Cup. Now Kaizer Chiefs laboured to victory in their last 32 game against 10-man Maritzburg United. That game forced into extra time. They eventually did win by 2-0 courtesy of Saile and Ashley Dupria. Time in 3 years. The last time they actually were playing at this stage, they were up against Tyler's Park. That game ended 1-1. And they crashed out on penalties. Time progressing from the last 16 was all the way back in the 2018-19 campaign, when they eventually ended up as runners-up to TS Galaxy. So they have had their issues with sides from the division below them before, been well documented. Now Casric Stars are making a triple change as they seek to get back into this one. Well, Rakwena has been in pretty hot goal-scoring form of late. Prior to the 0-0 draw with Magesi, he had scored in each of his previous 2 games against Venda Football Academy and JDR Stars. He's amongst those that will be introduced. The first man we see running onto the park is Guanamelo Ramala. Hearing that Milazi and Ofente Software have made way. Mojela is on for Software. To get back into the game. 3 alterations made. Kaizer Chiefs remain unchanged. Star manager Motumasadi is down at the moment, Teko.
I mean, that's the man that you don't want to be substituting, because especially when you're looking to get something out of this game, and I mean, it's been a problem for Kaizer Chiefs in the first half, and he'll be looking to continue with that. You can see here just a follow through from Edmison Dorman. It caught there on his ankle.
Well, a very young man. He turned out a few times from Bombele United in the first division. Also on the books of Highlands Park's reserve side, banged in a fair few goals for the 2018-19 season. Still have players warming up to Casric Stars, but as far as possible, I'd love to keep that man on the park.
Coach Joseph Mtombe, the most difficult part should be if Musadi is not comfortable to continue, then do you then try to go on into this game and actually try to get back into it and get an equalizer, or are you looking onto which is for you, like you said earlier on, 6 points? So it's very, very difficult to play such games, especially knowing that your star players are likely to get injured.
Yeah, right. They have to keep the game against Polokwane City in mind. If City were to win that, they would move 6 points clear with 7 games to play. And Buck quickly off his line to dive at the feet of Mahlasi. Dove. Getting it back from Santi. Oh, it's a really clever lead by Shabalala. Had eyes in the back of his head, and now Piminyamana to Mart, to Shabalala. Dolly, and it's intercepted. Well, after all that, and no one able to even muster a shot.
What a wasted opportunity for Kaizer Chiefs there. A clever play from Shabalala, expecting Caleb to take initiative as a striker inside the box, 1v1 situation. Just put on your right and try to take a shot at goal, but end up being too many passes to end up losing that opportunity.
Ojela, intercepted by Sitebe. There's Shabalala who will hoof this into touch, having noticed that Piminyamana is down.
Look at the clever part there from Dove. Just in between the lines, Shabalala knew exactly what he was doing. And you look at Caleb here, 1v1 situation, realize that the other players are in play. Shabalala too many touches there. I think they could have finished that one off earlier on into the chance when Caleb had the ball. Mahlati was also free on the other side as well. Fortunately there for him, you could see he picked up his head. I thought he was going to play Shabalala.
I'm still failing to notice the exact moment where he might have jarred something or tweaked a muscle. Is touching his hamstring.
That sprint. That sprint. When Shabalala left the ball, that sprint.
It's as if he didn't immediately recognize that something may have been tweaked. Maybe only after the play, after the chance had evaporated, did he assess and realize he had an issue. Up the upfield for Mahlati, who's fouled. Kaizer Chiefs currently operating a man light, but they will be restored to their full complement of 11. It does seem like a game for Ashley Dupree to come on and make an impact. He's replaced Kamoeno Mahlati. In your shot, Dylan Solomon. His return to action after a dislocated shoulder hasn't appeared since turning out against Royal AM at the end of January. So Solomon has obviously been deployed as a right back, or rather full back this season. Coming on in a more advanced position, which is also more than capable of playing. Versatile. And straight swap to Dupree for Piminyamana.
And also what he brings as well with him and Dupree is that speed going forward that they lacked possibly the whole of first half. And then at times I would see Peterson having the ball in his hand, wanting to give somebody to start that transition, but it was always been Mahlati that was available, Shabalala at times as well. But whenever the Chiefs are looking to use that speed, especially with Shabalala, they look dangerous. So with Dupree and Solomons on the pitch, that might give them a little bit of an edge.
Kaizer Chiefs have the lead, but in the PSL era have been eliminated by lower division opponents in the Nedbank Cup 6 times. All of those games they lost in open play, incidentally. The most recent of those in 2021 against Richards Bay, when they were still the first division side. this particular stage, Kaizer Chiefs have lost 3 times to teams from outside the top flight. Let's work through. It was obvious to him that was offside.
Yeah. That decision making from Kaizer Chiefs. You get to those attacking areas to delay the pass. Then you find yourself in an offside. Chicken Dolly was another option that was in an onside position. Fancy they couldn't pick him up.
Casric starts with an opportunity to get forward. One has lifted it into the path of Mojela. Forced out wide by Kunika. Malope. Now Sitebe. Oh, terrific pace from Dupria to Shabalala. Shabalala has a poor effort.
A poor effort from a young man. You can see that he was leaning backwards, but that's the speed that Kaizer Chiefs needed, that Dupria. Just to cross a thread there, good ball, good play there, Shabalala as well, availing himself, but he's leaning backwards. Makes it difficult for him to even hit the target.
At the other end, Mojela. Malope and Mojela getting in each other's way. Speculative effort. It was watched all the way over the crossbar by Peterson. Kunika. Gezana. Kezana, Sitebe for Dupria. Antoni wanted the ball played to him.
Yeah, you can see that he wanted to play the ball across. It's a devastating pace rather. Casric shot are unable to deal with.
Kunika. Still they have possession of the ball to Kaizer Chiefs. Sitebe. Dolly. Kunika again. Very easily cut out. Running away from Makwena.
Kaizer Chiefs runs, finding themselves in control of the tempo of the game, in control of the ball. But then the turnovers with no pressure. I think they're choosing their decisions as well as to who to play the ball. I think you can see that they're in a rush to get the second goal, to get the push in, but that as well, you need to be able to have the ball to be able to do that. I think they should be using the ball wisely.
On the center of the park, has taken a big deflection. Dove hoofs that into the evening air. Abubakar. Romala. Choba's ball. Not accurate enough. Potential problem here for Zita Kwanika. Coach Aldazwane looking on. Nedbank Cup winner, or National Cup winner, not under the guise of Nedbank yet at the time, back in 2005, 2006. En route to the final, which they won against Orlando Pirates, involved in Kaizer Chiefs' highest scoring match ever in this competition. That is sliced into touch for a very cheap Chiefs corner.
Clearly there was no communication between Paku and Mtweni. Get the earlier tackle on, but the referee nicely gave away, allowed the play to play on. That route one as well, that allowed that speed for the period, that lack of communication between Paku and Mtweni, that resulted into a corner that it could have avoided.
Well, from the corner, just glanced wide of goal. The back of Dove.
Mid-time is trouble.
He's been struggling all game, has Mtweni.
Now that comes the concern that I asked earlier on from the coach, Joseph Mtomben. What do you do with insistence? Do you continue playing a centre back that is very key into your next fixture? That is very key into the journey that you're about to embark into, the promotion. Do you risk this game? Do you risk your players? So it becomes very interesting to see how the coaches actually maneuver around the situation.
30 minutes remaining, and still it's Buminimane's goal that separates these two sides. Casric Stars have had more goal attempts than Kaizer Chiefs. Fewer shots on target though. Jetta, 26-year-old, previously been on the books of TS Sporting and Platinum City Rovers. He played for them last season. He was predominantly off the bench as an impact player. Oh, give it away. How about that for a chance? Thwarted by Peterson and then cracked into the top corner. Parity for Casric Stars, and it's come through their most likely source in Musadi.
Indeed, Grant. I think that's a goal that Kaizer Chiefs could have avoided. Quinika, the ball's about to roll out, so into that resulted in that mistake, that miscommunication. Look at the players for Kaizer Chiefs, too close to each other, unable to clear that ball. Yet again, great save from Peterson again, but it falls back to Musadi this time around, put the ball in the back of the net. Those are the defensive mistakes that Kaizer Chiefs could have avoided. Now Casric Stars are back into the game.
I got a slight touch there, Peterson trying to push it past the post, but too much power on that shot from Musadi. Let me just put it into context for you. Peter Shalalile had 17 goals in all competitions yesterday with his brace against Al Ahly. This young man, Musadi, now on 16 for the season as Shabalala has a go.
Yeah, Shabalala is finding space. Has every right to take that shot.
Well, this is the stage, the last 16, where Chiefs have been eliminated more times than any other stage of the competition. It's repelled at the near post. The PSL era record in the last 16. Oh, there it is! Back in front! Ashley Dupree off the bench and onto the score sheet for Kaizer Chiefs.
I can tell you one thing, Grant. Those are the type of drills that you do at training. The ball being played on the side, just whip it across, expecting the striker to be inside the box. You look at the nippy passes from here, Shabalala, with that one touch. Look at the player where he comes from. Unable to be tricked, gets inside the box, he believes, he takes a risk, he believes that Chicken will put the ball inside the box. What a cool finish from him.
Keegan Dolly's numbers in terms of chances created for Kaizer Chiefs this season have dwarfed those of his teammates. He is far and away their most creative player, and that cross was pinpoint accurate for Ashley Dupree to stride onto. Had to throw his body at it,
yeah,
but a good finish in the end, and parity lasted just a matter of minutes.
And as well, like for other strikers to learn from this, you look at where Dupree is initially starting his run. You look at the defenders of Cedric Stars, how they position. He believes that Keegan Dale will put the ball inside the box. He takes that chance, he takes that gamble, he runs inside the box, get into the areas where only a striker will be able to score. And look, he benefited from that from that run.
Spins upfield by Mpakumpak. Atlantic closed down very quickly by Magella. Previous long throw from Casric Stars caused a few problems. We'll have another opportunity. Kaleso Sipama on loan from Kaizer Chiefs at Casric Stars has appeared for Chiefs senior team in the past. Made his debut back in the 2019-20 season at just 17 years old. Huge throw. Thought he will let that run out. Not as much room from 22 to back into. Just fling this into the box. Two long throws in succession. With his eyes on the ball in the entire time, and he was impeded.
It's always difficult. Look at the throw. Gets into those dangerous areas where players are running towards it, and it makes it difficult for Peterson to have a room to be able to catch that ball properly and initiate the attack.
At the other end, Kaizer Chiefs looking for another, rolled across and taken away from Dolly by Toba. Ashley Dupree and to return the favour for his captain.
Yeah, he was indeed returning the favour, but staying on the shoulder, making a good run, good pass. You see that exactly what he wanted to do. Very difficult ball. Good defense there at the end of the day from Casric defense.
Cleared away with authority. The first time ball to find Quinica. Launches a shot. Straight down the Paku. Scamper get back to get in position. Casric looks for a second equalizer. In fact, Quanica's attempt on goal was his last contribution. It was culpable for Casric Star's goal. His mistake, allowing Masadi to score, and Happy Mashiani will be coming on in his place.
And also that can also allow Kaizer Chiefs to play with wingbacks with Mashiani on the left-hand side, Solomon on the right-hand side, and still have the three-man defense with Ngezana, Dove, and Shanti.
Really long throw. Like it'll be Silva this time. Equally as capable. Oh! Pinging around in the area. And do get it clear. And Keegan Darley has seized upon it. It looked promising for just a moment. There's Masadi's offside. Dove. They do have a winning record in the last 16 in the PSL era to Chiefs, but only just 11 wins at this stage, 10 defeats.
Kaizer Chiefs fan wants to hear. No Kaizer Chiefs fan like, and I think they're expecting much better from the Kaizer Chiefs side on this fixture.
Stolen away from Abubakar. Shabalala. Oh, probably pass from Yusuf Mart. Strong header clear. Masadi nodded down. Tebe stepping in. Slanti hooks it forward. Slanti gets there first. Ashley Dupria sliding it through for Shabalala. He's onside. He could seal it. Oh! What a crucial touch from the goalkeeper, Mpagu.
Crucial touch indeed. 1v1, the clever pass there from Dupria. Shabalala being able to break that offside line. Look at the pass here. That reserve pass, reverse pass. Good pass there from Shabalala. Puts himself in the right position. With stronger foot, he's got every right to try and get to the goal. Much as you can see that Keegan Doherty was on free on the other side. And Paku there with a great save.
It's just, he has to try and free it from under. It almost gets caught under his feet. Had he taken that cleanly, I think a better finish, number one, would have been available to him. But also, Keegan Dolly would have been slightly behind him, more in his eye line, an easier pass to make. Now punch clear. It's all set on the edge of the area. Kushabalala. Gizana relinquishes possession. They have a pacey Solomon left behind to provide cover, which he does very admirably. At this particular stage, the last 16, Chiefs have met non-top flight opponents 8 times, won 5 of those, and lost on 3 occasions. Back in 2009, going down to the University of Pretoria, Jimmy Tao talking about that on the weekend on Friday, not looking back upon it very fondly, as Mashiane received some attention. The following season they went down to FC Cape Town, and most recently in 2015 fell to Black Leopards at this stage. All told, they've been dumped out of the competition in the PSL era 6 times by lower league teams, the most famous of the lot, 2011, going out at the hands of Baraka. Ojela brought down, does get the whistle in his favor. Or does he? No, it's the Chiefs' free kick.
So Grant, what I'm saying is, if he gets a yellow card for diving, why couldn't they play on? Because the ball was on Kaizer Chiefs way in position of the ball after that. Just continue with playing, then you come back and book a simulation if you want to book it. I think the referee should have allowed the game to continue.
Well, the biggest decision he's made today being the penalty. The handball by Abu Bakr will no doubt be scrutinized tomorrow evening. They're taking a close look at it on the extra time. Of course, it did bounce up off the foot / the shin of Abu Bakr.
Yeah.
So there's a case to be made for perhaps it shouldn't have been a spot kick.
And also apply what the rules are saying.
It's really well won by Mart. And the ball taken away by Mtweni. Stars in possession. Riding a long unbeaten streak in all competitions are Casric Stars. Last lost the game to Bulwer City end of October. They played 5 league games since their last 32 match. They haven't been beaten in any of them, although they've drawn 4 of those and won just 1. So they haven't come into this match in the best form. Kaizer Chiefs looking for that cushion goal. Chabalala can't locate Sitebe. Casric Stars also unbeaten in their last 9 away games. They've only failed to score in 2 away games all season. They're doing it on the patch of Kaizer Chiefs. Even if the result doesn't go their way today, I think will give them a lot of confidence.
I mean, they look very organized, properly coached. There's no surprise they are lying on the log where they are, fighting for promotion. You
Yep.
see the organization that they have. When they have the ball, very comfortable on the ball. The one is in that midfield. Very, very key. Musadi, very key going forward.
Almost put this straight out. Naturally, Kaizer Chiefs will take their time. Won't commit too many numbers forward. Mart. Yusuf Mart has a go. He's cracked that into Ashley Dupree.
Yep. In the pain.
Clunky. And the ricochet takes it behind for a goal kick. They could have thrown anyway though.
Could have. I mean, the Chiefs is still in the lead. Many footballers will tell you how dangerous the scoreline is. And you want to be calm on the ball. You want to defend with the ball, slow the tempo down, frustrate them with possession. And I think that's what Kaizer Chiefs need to do. As you can see, the stars are fighting to get back into the game.
Easily repelled by Gezani. Turned round the corner for Solomon. Yes, Dupree. Well, he was waiting. Really good defending by Twin.
Brian, I just wanted to focus on Dupree. Look, he positioned himself where Twin couldn't see him. Very, very good run from a very, very clever striker. The good ball there by Solomon, but equally good defending there from Twin.
Timed that leap to perfection to just get something on it. Wouldn't have known exactly where Dupree was, but would have known that Dupree was somewhere. Shabalala's call. Casric Stars will be making another change. Okaban is coming on. One is numbers up. Towering header clear. Thomas gained some ground with that throw. Sadi can't hang on to it. Here's Slanti squeezing it through for Dupree. Kaizer Chiefs now making a change of their own. Academy product Samkelo Zwane will be coming on for Yusuf Mark. Really highly thought of with Kaizer Chiefs. his tender age. He's got a good presence about him in terms of his structure. He's well built.
Especially playing in that role.
Yeah.
You need a type of a body. You need to be able to bite if you need to be.
Look at that gigantic throw from Toba. It's caused pandemonium in the Kaizer Chiefs box. The player down. The call goes in their favor. Like a nasty blow for Slanty. Joey used to do this for TUT. He clearly improved on it on the weapon as well, because that is a monstrous throw.
Yeah, indeed. But you look at the initial throw, lack of communication between Ngezana and Pires. Yeah, Slanty. Especially that conversion in the second ball. I think they've been struggling, especially in the second half. Those long throws are very, very difficult to defend. And you don't even know where they're going to land, so you can't even position yourself properly. So it's very, very difficult.
The difficulty though with those throws is it derived more from the flight of the ball doesn't really match, the flight of the ball off the foot, or is it more that you don't see it as frequently, so you're not as well versed with how to deal with it, or is it maybe a combination of both?
I think it is a combination of both, but also what's more difficult is because you don't see it as often. You don't know how to deal with it. You don't know where it's going to land. As when the ball has been kicked, whether it's an in-swing or out-swing, you can anticipate where it's going to land, because those are the situations that deal with within yourself.
Tony with the yellow card, by the way. I was going to say, in terms of the long throws, if you don't have a long throw taker on your team, how are you going to practice defending those?
Exactly.
The drop ball, because it wasn't a foul called in favor of Kaizer Chiefs, that head injury for Slanty following the long throw. They haven't been able to make anything of it. Shabalala gets clattered, no real intent to try and play the ball from the opponents. Things could change in the next 5 minutes or so, as Kaizer Chiefs, as things stand, are progressing through to the quarterfinals. Before facing Maritzburg United in the first round of this season's Nedbank Cup competition, they'd won only one of their last 5 Nedbank Cup matches, dating back to the 2019 final. They've not enjoyed a lot of success in the National Cup in recent times.
And if things finish the way they are right now, they can start building on that.
Yeah.
Going into the next round. The tricky part around is you don't know who you might face. You can't pick and choose. And even though at times there are certain teams that you want to avoid, but you are not in control.
Some very strong outfits in the draw. Mamelodi Sundowns, Kukuni United are there, Royal AM, Chippa Orlando Pirates, most recently Stellenbosch, Dundalk Stars. Looks like they will be the only side from outside of the DStv Premiership. What a magical journey they've had so far, beating SuperSport United and then AmaZulu, coming from behind in both matches. From deep, Slanty deals with it. Dolly coming away with the ball. Asking a lot of Dupria. Still willing to close down between. Ooh! Oh, you can tell that was nasty. And I think the referee should have called a halt to play.
Earlier on, after the incident.
That was horrible. Even Brandon Peterson going over immediately to show some concern. Oh, he's just come on the field. There's Gabani. He's been caught awkwardly here.
You can see that his eyes are just fixed on the ball, just watching the ball. He has no clue, no idea that Mr. Ndova is coming to charge, try and clear the ball.
Showing real tenure as the stretch is on, and will depart to the sidelines, but sure he'll be signalling that he'd like to come back on. As Batutomeni watches on, he and his two assistants, Paulo Sehe and Thabo Ntete, two big names in South African football, will be plotting how to overcome Polokwane City away from home on Wednesday in a game that has massive implications for the destination of the Motsepe Foundation Championship. Now into the final minute of regulation time. Yeah, the FNB Stadium is given away straight to Keegan Dolly. And successfully locates Shabalala. Challenge from Zwane is legal.
Yeah, making his presence off in that midfield.
Thabo Ntete, Paulos Masehe, both approaching 40 now. Paulos Masehe was still playing last season for Free State Stars.
One of the hard men in that midfield for Free State Stars for so many years. Very, very difficult player to play against, and got the joy as well of playing with Thabo Ntete in that mid, in that defense. Very comfortable on the ball. Firm believer of a player that really, really wants to start playing from the back.
Abu Bakr. Need to show some urgency here as they enter into the 4-minute additional time. Casric Stars have worked it well down the left-hand flank. 3 men waiting. The box clears.
Once there comes that long throw.
Well, these have been a marvel to behold. This time it'll be in twin. Maybe he and Soba have become so good having competitions against each other because they're both able to really hurl this a fair distance. That one though is well met and away. Keegan Dolly rushing out to apply some pressure. Peterson will eat up some seconds. Mashiani Stoll continues to get in the ear of Ramala, taking umbrage with what he thought was a challenge that had zero intention to play. Well, here's Mujela, early cross. Peterson thought about coming for it. Casric Stars are not done yet. Dove sticks his head at it, gets it away. Now it's been well retrieved, and a cross-come shot is out for a throw-in on the opposite flank.
It's not over yet. You see, Casric still believe that they can actually get something out of this with all the chances that they're creating. But Edmondson Dove in the last few minutes has been the man for Kaizer Chiefs at the back there. Good ball being played in. You can see the Peterson in two minds whether to go out or not. Edmondson Dove coming through again with a defensive header. And look at the ball again.
That was the young Kaizer Chiefs product, Sifama. Very thrashed at that one. 1 minute of injury time remains. Chinese throw